1 Chronicles chapter 9. So all Israel was recorded in genealogies, and these are written in the book of the kings of Israel. And Judah was taken into exile in Babylon because of their breach of faith. Now the first to dwell again in their possessions in their cities were Israel, the priests, the Levites, and the temple servants. And some of the people of Judah, Benjamin, Ephraim, and Manasseh lived in Jerusalem. Uthai the son of Ammihud, son of Omri, son of Imri, son of Bani, from the sons of Perez, the son of Judah. And of the Shilonites, Asaiah the firstborn and his sons. Of the sons of Zerah, Jeuel and their kinsmen, 690. Of the Benjaminites, Salu the son of Meshullam, son of Hadaviah, son of Hasenuah, Ibniah the son of Jeroham, Elah the son of Uzi, son of Mikri, and Meshullam the son of Shephatiah, son of Reuel, son of Ibnijah, and their kinsmen according to their generations, 956. All these were heads of fathers' houses, according to their fathers' houses. Of the priests, Jedaiah, Jehoiarib, Jachin, and Azariah, the son of Hilkiah, son of Meshullam, son of Zadok, son of Meraioth, son of Ahitub, the chief officer of the house of God, and Adiah, the son of Jeroham, son of Pashur, son of Malchijah, and Masai, the son of Adiel, son of Jazerah, son of Meshullam, son of Meshillemeth, son of Immer. Besides their kinsmen, heads of their fathers' houses, 1,760, mighty men for the work of the service of the house of God. Of the Levites, Shemaiah the son of Hashub, son of Azrikam, son of Hashabiah, of the sons of Merari, and Bakbakar, Haresh, Galal, and Mattaniah the son of Micah, son of Zikri, son of Asaph, and Obadiah the son of Shemaiah, son of Galal, son of Jeduthun, and Berechiah the son of Asa, son of Elkanah, who lived in the villages of the Netophathites. The gatekeepers were Shallum, Akub, Talmon, Ahiman, and their kinsmen. Shallum was the chief. Until then, they were in the king's gate on the east side, as the gatekeepers of the camps of the Levites. Shallum the son of Kor, son of Ebiasaph, son of Korah, and his kinsmen of his father's house, the Korahites, were in charge of the work of this service, keepers of the thresholds of the tent, as their fathers had been in charge of the camp of the Lord, keepers of the entrance. And Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, was the chief officer over them in time past. The Lord was with him. Zechariah, the son of Meshelemiah, was gatekeeper at the entrance of the tent of meeting. All these, who were chosen as gatekeepers at the thresholds, were 212. They were enrolled by genealogies in their villages. David and Samuel the seer established them in their office of trust. They and their descendants were in charge of guarding the gates of the house of the Lord, the house called the Tent of Meeting. The gatekeepers were on the four sides, east, west, north, and south. Their fellow Levites in their villages had to come from time to time and share their duties for 7-day periods. But the four principal gatekeepers, who were Levites, were entrusted with the responsibility for the rooms and treasuries in the house of God. They would spend the night stationed around the house of God because they had to guard it, and they had charge of the key for opening it each morning. Some of them were in charge of the articles used in the temple service. They counted them when they were brought in and when they were taken out. Others were assigned to take care of the furnishings and all the other articles of the sanctuary, as well as the special flour and wine, and the olive oil, incense, and spices. But some of the priests took care of mixing the spices. A Levite named Mattathiah, the firstborn son of Shallum the Korahite, was entrusted with the responsibility for baking the offering bread. Some of the Kohathites, their fellow Levites, were in charge of preparing for each Sabbath the bread set out on the table. Those who were musicians, heads of Levite families, stayed in the rooms of the temple and were exempt from other duties, because they were responsible for the work day and night. All these were the heads of Levite families, chiefs as listed in their genealogy, and they lived in Jerusalem. Jael, the father of Gibeon, lived in Gibeon. His wife's name was Maacah, and his firstborn son was Abdon, followed by Zur, Kish, Baal, Ner, Nadab, Gedor, Ahio, Zechariah, and Mikloth. Mikloth was the father of Shemim. They too lived near their relatives in Jerusalem. Ner was the father of Kish, Kish the father of Saul, and Saul the father of Jonathan, Malchishua, Abinadab, and Eshbaal. The son of Jonathan, Merib-Baal, who was the father of Micah. The sons of Micah, Pithon, Melech, Tereah, and Ahaz. Ahaz was the father of Jada. Jada was the father of Alameth, Asmaveth, and Zimri. And Zimri was the father of Moza. Moza was the father of Benaiah. Raphiah was his son, Eleasah his son, and Azel his son. Azel had 6 sons, and these were their names: Azrikam, Bokeru, Ishmael, Shariah, Obadiah, and Hanan. These were the sons of Azel. Chapter 10. Now the Philistines fought against Israel. The Israelites fled before them, and many fell down on Mount Gilboa. The Philistines were in hot pursuit of Saul and his sons, and they killed his sons Jonathan, Abinadab, and Malchishua. The fighting grew fierce around Saul, and when the archers overtook him, they wounded him. Then Saul said to his armor-bearer, "Draw your sword and thrust me through with it. Otherwise, these uncircumcised Philistines will come and abuse me." But his armor-bearer would not, for he was very afraid. So Saul took his own sword and fell on it. When his armor-bearer saw that Saul was dead, he likewise fell on his sword and died. So Saul died with his 3 sons, and all those of his house died together. When all the people of Israel who were in the valley saw that they had fled, and that Saul and his sons were dead, they abandoned their cities and fled, and the Philistines came and lived in them. It came about the next day, when the Philistines came to strip those killed, that they found Saul and his sons fallen on Mount Gilboa. So they stripped him, and took his head and his armor, and sent messengers around the land of the Philistines to carry the good news to their idols and to the people. They put his armor in the house of their gods, and impaled his head in the house of Dagon. When all Jabesh-Gilead heard everything that the Philistines had done to Saul, all the valiant men got up and took away the body of Saul and the bodies of his sons, and brought them to Jabesh. And they buried their bones under the oak in Jabesh, and fasted for 7 days. So Saul died for his unfaithfulness, which he committed against the Lord, because of the word of the Lord which he did not keep, and also because he asked counsel of a medium, making inquiry of her, and did not inquire of the Lord. Therefore he killed him, and turned the kingdom over to David, the son of Jesse. Chapter 11. Then all Israel gathered to David at Hebron and said, "Behold, we are your bone and your flesh. In times past, even when Saul was king, you were the one who led out and brought in Israel. And the Lord your God said to you, 'You shall shepherd my people Israel, and you shall be leader over my people Israel.' So all the elders of Israel came to the king at Hebron, and David made a covenant with them in Hebron before the Lord, and they anointed David king over Israel, in accordance with the word of the Lord through Samuel. Then David and all Israel went to Jerusalem, that is, Jebus, and the Jebusites, the inhabitants of the land, were there. The inhabitants of Jebus said to David, "You shall not enter here." Nevertheless, David took the mountain stronghold of Zion, that is, the city of David. Now David had said, "Whoever is first to kill a Jebusite shall be a chief and commander." Joab the son of Zeruiah went up first, so he became chief. Then David lived in the stronghold. Therefore it was called the City of David. He built the city all around, from the Millo to the surrounding area, and Joab repaired the rest of the city. And David became greater and greater, for the Lord of armies was with him. Now these are the heads of the mighty men whom David had, who remained faithful to him in his kingdom, together with all Israel, to make him king, in accordance with the word of the Lord concerning Israel. These constitute the list of David's mighty men: Jashabim, the son of a Hachmonite, the chief of the 30. He wielded a spear against 300 whom he killed at one time. After him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Ahahite, who was one of the 3 mighty men. He was with David at Pasdammim, when the Philistines were gathered together there to battle, and there was a plot of land full of barley, and the people fled from the Philistines. But they took their stand in the midst of the plot and defended it, and defeated the Philistines, and the Lord saved them with a great victory. Now 3 of the 30 chief men went down to the rock to David, into the cave of Adullam, while the army of the Philistines was camping in the valley of Rephaim. David was then in the stronghold, while the garrison of the Philistines was then in Bethlehem. And David had a craving and said, "Oh, that someone would give me water to drink from the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate." So the 3 broke through the camp of the Philistines and drew water from the well of Bethlehem, which was by the gate, and took it and brought it to David. However, David would not drink it, but poured it out to the Lord, and he said, "Far be it from me before my God that I would do this. Shall I drink the blood of these men, who went out at the risk of their lives? For they brought it at the risk of their lives." Therefore he would not drink it. The 3 mighty men did these things. As for Abishai, the brother of Joab, he was chief of the 30, and he wielded his spear against 300 and killed them. And he had a name as well as the 30. Of the 3 in the second rank, he was the most honored, and he became their commander. However, he did not attain the reputation of the first 3. Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, the son of a warrior of Kabzeel, mighty in deeds, struck and killed the 2 sons of Ariel of Moab. He also went down and struck and killed a lion inside a pit on a snowy day. And he killed an Egyptian, a man of great stature, 5 cubits tall. Now in the Egyptian's hand was a spear like a weaver's beam, but he went down to him with a club and snatched the spear from the Egyptian's hand, and killed him with his own spear. Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, did these things, and had a name as well as the 3 mighty men. Behold, he was honored among the 30, but he did not attain the reputation of the first 3, and David appointed him over his bodyguard. David's mighty warriors also included Asahel, Joab's brother, Elhanan, son of Dodo, from Bethlehem, Shammah from Harod, Helez from Pelon, Ira, son of Ikesh, from Tekoa, Abiezer from Anathoth, Sibbecai from Hushah, Zalmon from Ahoah, Maharai from Netophah, Heled, son of Banah, from Netophah, Ithai, son of Ribai, from Gibeah, in the land of Benjamin, Benaiah from Pirathon, Hurai from near Nahaleh Gash, Abi Alban from Arabah, Asmaveth from Bahurim, Eliabah from Shalban, the sons of Jashan from Gizon, Jonathan, son of Shagi, from Harar, Ahiam, son of Sharar, from Harar, Eliphal, son of Hefer from Makerah, Ahijah from Pelon, Hezro from Carmel, Parai, son of Ezbai, Joel, the brother of Nathan, Mibhar, son of Hagri, Zelek from Ammon, Naharai from Beeroth, the armor-bearer of Joab, son of Zeruiah, Ira from Jatir, Gareb from Jatir, Uriah the Hittite, Zabad, son of Alai, Adina, son of Shiza, the Reubenite leader who had 30 men with him, Hanan, son of Makah, Joshaphat from Mithna, Uzziah from Ashtaroth, Shammah and Jael, the sons of Hotham from Aror, Jediel, son of Shimri, Joha his brother from Tees, Eliel from Mahavah, Jerubai and Joshaviah, the sons of Elnam, Ithma from Moab, Eliel and Obed, Jaziel from Zobah,